What's up, everybody? My name is Kazu, and I'm your host / producer of Urban Influencer Radio. How you guys doing? I hope everybody had an awesome Thanksgiving break. I think I ate too much, but it's all good. So today's Urban Influencer Radio is very exciting because we got to interview Dyamondz and Tracy Cruz. I had a great time talking with both of these great artists. Now let's start off with a track by Todavia. The song is Fallen. That was Fallen by Todavia. Next, I'm excited to bring you an interview with Dyamondz.
Hi, Dyamondz. How are you?
What's up?
So,
great.
Thank you for joining. Oh, great. Thank you for joining me on the show today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's no problem at all. I'm glad to participate.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get the interview started. So, how old are you?
I am 20 years old.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Very young. That's awesome. How long have you been making music?
I've been making music since I was younger. Like, I've always, written music, since probably since I was, 12. But I haven't, been releasing music, to the public until about, 5 months ago.
Okay. So did you grow up, taking lessons or, in choir or anything?
No, I just always liked music. I was always listening to music. You would always catch me with my Walkman.
Oh, no, that's sick. That's awesome. So what made you want to start, putting out music?
Why?
Yeah, or, what like what made you want to, or why?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like I made music that was good, so I just wanted other people to hear it.
Mhm. Did you think that you were going to go like in another direction, like, career-wise?
Like as for like a practical career?
Yeah. I mean, some would say that, but I mean, however you want to put it,
I mean, yeah, like I'm in college right now, so
yeah.
so yeah, I do, yeah, I guess I'm still doing that. Like, I'm a criminal justice major, so, if anything happens, I always have a degree to fall back on.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great to have options, because, like, we never know where we're going to end up in the long run. But,
yep.
I mean, it's great that you're doing this and putting out music right now, because, again, like, you never know what can happen.
Mhm. Exactly.
So who are some of your favorite artists, and do they influence your music in any way?
My favorite artists, like, I listen to, like, everything, but I love The Weeknd. Like, that man there, I love The Weeknd. Like, I love him. I listen to everything. I listen to Weeknd, Kevin Gates, Drake, definitely. Let's see, R. Kelly, Keith Sweat, like, all that stuff, like, everything. I listen to everything.
All right. Sweet. Do you think they have any impact on, like, the music that you're putting out or you're making?
I mean, I think that, I mean, why not? Like, yeah, I guess. I mean, sometimes I study their music and I'm like, okay, yeah, he did that, so I'm gonna do this, but like this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's great to, like, be inspired by, like, really, well-established artists that put out great music.
Right.
So what does influence your music? Like, what do you focus on primarily, like, writing-wise?
When I'm writing, I have to write to the beat. So it'll be a beat, I'll hear a beat, and I have to, like, feel it in order to write to it. So, like, whatever the beat, like, whatever, pretty much is whatever comes out. Like, after I write a song, I'm like, man, like, this is how you feel, Ty? Like, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel. So it's nothing, like, I don't sit down and I don't, I'm going to write about this. And, you know what I'm saying? It just flows out, whatever comes out.
Yeah. Is that, like, was writing, like, is that difficult for you in any way? Like, do you find yourself, like, getting stuck and, like, not knowing, like, how to express yourself?
I mean, there's been times where I have gotten stuck, but when I do get stuck, I'll leave the piece alone for a second, I'll leave it alone, I'll come back to it, with new eyes and ears, and, and it'll just happen.
Yeah, totally.
Can't force it. Yeah.
Exactly. What do you, like, in a lot of your music, like, what do you, talk about or sing about?
Most of my music I talk about, like, the music that's been released, I've been talking about, like, just me in different situationships. I talk about, like, how I feel about whatever's going on with me and this other person. Yeah, like, I have this one song called Side Piece. I'm just talking about being the other person, like, that relationship, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna hold it down,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, like, so important for, artists to be, like, honest in their music and come off as transparent, because then you really, like, get to, like, see who they are as people.
Mhm.
And, I mean, music is such, like, a, like, relatable topic. So when you write about life experiences, that's what, like, catches listeners. It's like, oh, like, I've been there, or, like, I can relate.
Exactly. Exactly. And I always want people to be able to relate to me, because, I mean, we're all people, and we all share the same emotions one way or another, so.
Totally. So what are you working on now?
Right now, I'm just working, like, I'm doing a little bit of everything. I'm dabbling into a little bit of everything. I'm about to release a project in a couple days. So, yes.
Can you share a little bit about that project?
Oh, okay. This project is called Rolling Stone. This is actually my first project. It's my first thing. I have a total of 5 songs, 5 wonderful songs. I've handpicked these songs and chosen these songs. This is how it's gonna go. Mm-hmm. And then pretty much with the title being Rolling Stone, they say that the Rolling Stone is somebody that doesn't settle, somebody that it's always going with the wind.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's me. And I'm talking about on this table. I'm talking about just different instances where I'm being a Rolling Stone, I'm being that person that doesn't settle, that doesn't stay in one place, that won't stay in one place. And then I'm just talking about how just talking to different musicians about that. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool tape. I can't wait for everybody to be able to hear it.
Sweet. Yeah. No, that's awesome. We're excited when it's all out and everything's finalized. Is this project a lot different than the music that you were making in the past?
Yeah, definitely. I'm more in tune with myself now. It's like okay, I know what's really going on. So it's, now I'm showing that I know what's really going on,
Yeah.
But it's definitely yeah, I love it.
So what message do you want your music to send to your to the people listening?
What message? Well, I don't know. I can't really say that I have a particular message. I kind of just want people to be able to relate to whatever I'm talking about. I can't say that I have a particular message.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, as long as they like the music and, they can identify, what's going on. That's important.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years. I see myself, in 5 years, hopefully, being great, just being, the best I can be. Definitely, 5 years from now, I hope that I've grown a lot. I hope that I've gotten taller.
Same.
But yeah, I just hope that I'm in a better position than I am now, somewhere way more elevated. I always want to progress. So I hope 5 years is a long time. So I hope I'm very, very far in whatever I'm doing.
Definitely. Well, Diamond, thank you so much for talking to me. I wish you the best of luck with school and with your newest project. We will be playing some of your, I think we're going to play one track on the show.
Awesome.
So, yeah, our listeners, I'm sure, are looking forward to hearing it, and so are we. So thanks again.
All right, thank you for having me.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you hold me down when I'm not around? I'm in and out of town, I'm getting money now. Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you take my frown and turn it upside down? Just be my level ground. Girl, please don't let me try. Lifestyle's getting crazy, I'm going where they pay me. Gotta keep the fire of safety, you know I rock it, baby. I'm asking you these questions, wanna know if you bustin' with me with no discussions. Da Vinci keep you blushing, I'll go that extra mile just to see you smile. Wanna keep you around, you compliment my style. See, you're the one I dial when shit is getting hectic. Call me when I get restless, check me when I get selfish. I like you, I can't help it, don't let me feel neglected. Just put me first or second, can you do as expected? Would you ride for me Would you die for me? Answer my questions, please. Answer all them honestly. Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you hold me down when I'm not around? I'm in and out of town. I'm getting money now. Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you take my frown and turn it upside down? Just be my level ground. Girl, please don't let me try. How do I make you feel? If I lose control, baby, can you grab the wheel? And if I lied a million times, would you believe me still? Or would you switch up and act different like I think you will? Would you have my back if the whole world was against me? And if I ever needed it, would you give me your kidney? And when I'm giving you game, baby, tell me, are you listening? And can you make the time for me when I touch down in your city? I'm one with few emotions. Somehow you got me open. I'm lost all in your ocean. Can you fix what is broken? Would you ride for me? Would you die for me? Answer my questions, please. Answer all them honestly. Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you hold me down when I'm not around? I'm in and out of town. I'm getting money now. Can you stand the rain? Can you know my pain? Will you remain the same and never switch up lanes? Girl, can you take my frown and turn it upside down? Just be my level ground. Girl, please don't let me drown. Please don't let me drown. Would you love me if I was down and out?
That was Dyamondz. Next, I'm happy to present you with another cool track I found. This song is Green by Young Jesus. That was Green by Young Jesus. Next, we have an interview with Tracy Cruz.
Okay. All right, so thanks for coming in, Tracy. We really appreciate it. So we're just going to start the interview.
Sounds good.
All right, so when did you start making music?
I started making music in elementary school. I remember I was really young and I wrote my first song, but then it wasn't a good experience because I shared it with one of my classmates and she was like, nah. And then
in the first grade.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. And I was so excited about sharing my song with her. And she was like,
oh my gosh, way to be brutally honest.
I know, but you know what, though? I did come back to my writing, my love for writing when I was in high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that like a personal thing that you did, or did you do it through school?
It was it was my personal goal to write songs. At first it was poetry. Like I started out writing poetry and then it evolved into writing songs because I loved ballads when I was growing up. Like I loved Diane Warren. She's like my favorite songwriter, and I would study her melodies and lyrics. And it really captivated me because they were so emotive and heartfelt and personal. And so I really dug into songwriting in high school.
Wow, that's so young. I mean, it's great that, it's actually really rare now that people are writing their own music as well as performing. So the fact that, like, you're doing both is really awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So did singing, did that come first nature as well?
So I started singing when I was super young. My mom said I started singing when I was 2 years old.
Oh my gosh.
My earliest recollection for singing was when I was 5. When I used to sing in front of my grandfathers. My grandfathers were pretty much my first audience members, and they would give me money after songs. So I was like, oh, I get paid to sing, really?
Yeah.
At the age of 5,
my first gig.
Kind of neat. And it was so cool because they were just very generous, and they would just ask me to sing them song after song after song. So it was like my actual first experience of, performing in front of somebody.
Yeah.
And it really taught me how powerful music was on a very emotional level, because when I would sing in front of my grandfathers, I can see their faces light up and they showed so much emotion and joy, and I'm like, whoa, singing in front of people or singing songs can make people really happy.
Yeah.
So it was great, and my mom said I would always sing, and like we have these buses, they're called jeepneys in the Philippines, and I would just sing super loud, and I had no idea that I did that. But she said I would just sing super loud, and on our drive back home, and I was very vocal, I guess. When I was a kid, I don't remember.
Of course. Well, so since you started, getting, this is what you wanted to do when you were younger, at what point were you like, I want this to be my career?
College.
Okay.
College was when I took it very seriously, back when I was about maybe my second year in college. I joined the gospel choir, the jazz ensemble, and I saw that people were either teaching or performing, writing, recording, and I realized, you can make a living from your art. And so I started studying jazz and gospel, because I've always loved R&B soul, since I was really, really young, at the age of 5. But then I started really listening to jazz singers, and I was super enamored by how skilled they were vocally. Their vocals were just complex, and also the arrangements were complex in jazz music. And so that's when I realized I really want to do this for my career. But on a side note, I wanted to be a radio host.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you, what you were going to school for.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow,
I
actually
actually I majored in music first, and then I switched to business because I want to do music and business.
Yeah.
And then I switched back to music again, and then I ended up majoring in radio, TV, film, theater, with the emphasis in music performance.
Okay. Cool. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you kind of got to do everything.
It was fun. It was really fun. Yeah.
Wow. So then, after college, what was your next move?
I actually ended up being a music teacher.
Really?
Yeah. So my vocal coach back in the day, he asked me if I wanted to teach, and I said, okay, cool. And then even before that, the music school owner that had me teach after-school music programs really inspired me to teach. Like, both of them really inspired me to teach, because I would have never thought of becoming a music teacher. I've always wanted to be involved in music and help others somehow. Yeah. But I didn't know what it was, and there it was, teaching.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love teaching. It's fun.
It's rewarding in the sense where, like,
so
you're still doing what you want to do, but you're also seeing it affect other people in a different way.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you said you like R&B, soul, you did jazz, like, you're kind of, all over the spectrum, which is awesome because good music is good music, But who would you say are your influences musically?
Diane Warren, of course, for songwriting. I love Donny Hathaway, Layla Hathaway. I love Jill Scott, Stevie Wonder, Quincy Jones, Robert Glasper, Esperanza Spalding. I'm forgetting so many. Oh, D'Angelo. Can't forget D'Angelo.
You're like, there's so many. As there should be.
Oh, yeah. There's so many. I love independent music, too. Independent R&B music. R&B soul music. I love Frank McComb. There's so many great talent. A lot of independent. Eric Roberson, Foreign Exchange. I love independent soul music.
Nice. So wait, when did you put out your first project?
I was 23, so... I think that's a couple years ago. I don't want to... Yeah, I would say over 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And have you seen your music changed a lot
since? Okay. It actually has. I felt that it evolved in a sense where it got way more personal. Like with my most recent release, it got way more personal, way more vulnerable. And the one that I just recently put out, it's just piano vocals.
Wow.
And that was a very different process because it was just me and one instrument, and the lyrics are very honest and very sad. I would say they're very sad, and they possess like this I would say it's kind of like organic because it's not, there's not a lot of effects, and there's like no harmony. Like, it's just straight one voice, one instrument. So it's like an acoustic album because of the fact that how intimate it is. Wow. And so I really wanted to showcase how we all deal with heartbreak and how we can cope with it through expression.
Yeah. Wow. It's so hard to put, be vulnerable and put yourself out there, and that's awesome.
It's so hard. And I wasn't even planning on releasing these songs because they're so personal.
Yeah. Wow. But do you...
Oh, no.
Yeah, beforehand, but once you get started, it's kind of hard, but how do you feel about it now?
I'm glad I did. Okay. Because I'm able to be completely vulnerable, completely honest with my audience, and this is the first time that I've released music, and there were so many people that sent me messages about how they cried when they heard the songs because they can relate to that heartbreak and that pain, and it was so powerful to me. I was so honored to receive all these messages. Like, wow, like if I never put these songs out, then it would have not had this effect on people, and so I'm just very humbled.
Yeah. Wow. That's so cool. Do you have a specific message that you want, your listeners to get from your music?
Most definitely. The first part of the trilogy is called Heartifacts, and the second one is Artifacts, and the third is Purple Heartfacts. So kind of a tongue twister, but basically this trilogy is supposed to represent healing. And the first project, it's just piano and vocals. It's just the foundation. The second is produced, and then the third is live.
Oh, wow.
So live version of the first.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Did you think it was going to be a trilogy when you were first going into it?
Yes.
Okay, so it was all planned.
It was all planned, and I just didn't know how I wanted to arrange it musically. But then I realized it would be kind of neat to just have a stripped down first EP and then have a produced EP and then a live one, because it's like you're building. It's so this project, the first one is like kind of like you're stripping down all of your layers and masks and just making sure you can really dig deep into your heart, and then you're building on top of that. So musically, that's what it's doing. It's very symbolic. Even you know, the three on Heartifacts, that represents the trilogy as well. And then if you listen to the music, it showcases a lot of, you know, themes about the heart and loss and pain and hope, but in the end, it's acceptance and healing and growth. And so it's a journey. It's not just one emotion or one experience. It's like a journey through the healing process.
Wow, that's so cool how you set that up. I really like that.
Thank you.
So how long did it take to complete everything?
So, oh gosh, I would say a span of 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. You know, one song came to me, and I was like, man, I'm really sad today. I'm gonna just play a song or, you know, write a song, and it just came together, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna start building on, you know, the catalog, and these songs just kind of came in one phase of my life. I mean, it's like I would say it's like a collection of lyrics that I had in my notebook, and I started writing melodies to it. I'm like, okay, and it just kind of came naturally. Normally I have to force myself to sit down and write a song, but these songs just came out.
Yeah.
And I listened to them like, I don't even know how I made this. I don't know. It's because, you know, when you're going through a tough time, you need an outlet of some sort, and when it's through art, it helps you cope, and it allows you to create really, really honest music.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm one for like, my playlists are very depressing, very sad, but it's art, and I think that like I love listening to like that sort of music, and you get where the artist is coming from. It's relatable and it's genuine. So that's so cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So you're touring now, or you're doing some shows? I'm
just doing a couple of shows.
Okay.
I did a tour last year just around California, but
cool.
My goals for this year, I would say, to come outside of California and start performing.
Sweet. Wow, that's so cool. We're going to share some of your music on the podcast. Sure. So we'll be playing one of your tracks. But yeah, we can wrap it up from here. But thanks so much, Tracy. We really appreciate it.
That was fun.
I'm so lost since you went away that September day. My soul cried out for you to stay, but you believed it was better this way. I feel like I'm losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? I feel like I'm losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? Nights, so many nights, each day to reach out for you, but it turned out to be I was alone in my room. I feel like I'm losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? I feel like I'm losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? I wish we can start all over again. Maybe we'll be better friends. Tell me this isn't the end. I feel like I'm losing in love. I feel like we can win. I feel like I'm losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? Losing in love. What happened to us? Did we give up on love? Ooh. Need to find love. Where is our love? I still believe in love.
That was Losing in Love by Tracy Cruz. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the show, and don't forget to follow us on our social media. My name is Kazu, and this was Urban Influencer Radio. Peace.